Hi, this is Adam from Lo-Fi Future, and this video is just going to be a very brief look at the startup sequence on this machine and basically how to get started with it, set up the software and the MIDI inputs and outputs. So to turn the unit on, you flip up the cartridge hood and flip this switch here. This is a master switch. This basically supplies power to all the audio processing, the Arduino, the lights and all that. And we have a secondary switch here which turns on the Gameboys themselves. When the Gameboys have started up, you're brought into a little startup menu. You have two options here, one EEE, as it's labelled, which is Nanoloop, and one MGB, which is MIDI Gameboy. To access LSDJ, you switch off and switch on again, quite fast, and basically there's a capacitor in each one of these cartridges. When it has time to discharge and you switch it back on, it'll go back to menu. If you don't give it time to discharge, then it'll launch into LSDJ. So we'll just go back into the first menu again. And I'll select MIDI Gameboy for a quick demonstration. Obviously this is all completely MIDI compatible, so I'll just take a regular MIDI cable, take the output of my latest Micron to the input of the Grooveboy XL. Now that's done, we simply select MIDI Gameboy from the menu. So I'll just get a better shot of these screens. So here we select MIDI Gameboy by choosing the second option with the cursor, press start, flick back over to the next Gameboy, press start on that one, and then they're both running MIDI Gameboy. We need to select the correct MIDI mode, so we can cycle through the modes with the button under the cartridge hood, and we select the last LED here. The modes go LSDJ slave, LSDJ master, LSDJ keyboard mode, Nanoloop sync in, MIDI Gameboy, and then after that we have some combination functions which are quite recent and do some different things within LSDJ. So now we have both our instances of MGB loaded up and the Ardunioboy responding to MIDI messages. We can play the Gameboy like we would play any other synthesizer. You can make changes to the waveforms. You can octave up or down within MGB. We have a simple envelope. And on the first channel also we have the sweep control, which can get very, very old school Nintendo-y sounds. So now what I'll do is I'll set the Micron up to output MIDI from its sequences. So now we can have two instances of MGB running, and have the second one come in as a unison, maybe an octave lower or an octave higher. MGB also has a simple sustain feature, which will hold any notes until the next one is pressed.